All right, here's the Arizona State head coach Zeke Jones. First Big 12 tournament for the Arizona State this year. Kind of unique, but I guess take a little bit through your season and what's going on with your team right now.
Yeah, first of all, excited to be in the Big 12, right? Great history and tradition in the conference, lots of national champions, lots of team championships. So we're excited about contributing to the conference. It's been an up and down season. I think most people know. I mean, we've been historically in the top 5 in the country. So anytime you have a losing dual meet record, it's been tough. But I think overall, kids are doing a nice job. Obviously, Richie's on a historic track to a second national title run, and certainly Colton can be our first 5-time All-American. So those two are exciting opportunities. Of course, guys like Nico Reese, Julian Klebo, they get on a run, they can do some damage. So we're excited to compete.
So talk a little bit about the Big 12 element. It's different. It's unique. It's a tough conference. There's really a lot of good teams here. Is there anything you see different in a little, like maybe the level of confrontation and some of the duels you saw this season versus in previous years?
Yeah, I mean, we wrestled all the best teams in the Big 12 throughout the dual meet season. So, we got an opportunity to compete against the best. And I think, we know what to expect. The difference for us is we were in a 6-man tournament in the Pac-12. Now we're in a 14-man tournament, which is a 2-day tournament, right? Another extra match or two. A little more of a simulation to the NCAA tournament, which I think is all good. The atmosphere in this arena looks outstanding. It looks like it's going to feel at the NCAA tournament. So I think for us, we're excited about simulating the NCAA tournament here at the Big 12 and getting an opportunity to compete against the best teams.
So do you feel like everything's kind of clicking with your team right now? Where are you guys at?
Yeah, I think, one thing Arizona State has done well is competed well at the end of the season. I think our kids, we don't sacrifice dual meets for our ending. Of course, we want to try to win everything. However, we don't change the training cycle for a dual meet. We always stay on the training cycle towards the NCAA tournament. And I think we'll come into our best wrestling right now.
So 125, pretty tough weight class here. There's some really good guys, and heavyweight too. I mean, you got Wyatt Hendrickson, you got some other guys that are really solid. With some of those top guys you have, they seem to match up. Which, like you said, it's kind of like a mini NCAA tournament. It's a tough tournament no matter what, I think here. But you got tough weight classes with your top guys. How do you see them navigating this?
Sure. I mean, 125 has 7 qualifiers, right? It has a returning national champion, has multiple Americans. You have quarterfinal, semifinal, and even perhaps NCAA final matches here tomorrow and Sunday. So for us, it's fantastic. Opportunity to compete for Colton, in his 5th NCAA tournament, right? I think is really cool, and I think he's wrestling his best right now. It's really, staying present, be calm, relax, breathe, and wrestle. Have a good scouting plan game for each individual every round, and just being relaxed, lighthearted, and excited to compete.
So this environment overall is kind of different. Like you said, it's the big stage. You get a lot of rowdy Oklahoma State fans and Oklahoma fans because they're here local and different stuff like that. You mentioned all those things about the bracketing and like what the Big 12 is and how you see a little bit different tournament. How much do you think it's a advantage to hit something like this 2 weeks before you go to the NCAA tournament, or do you think it's a little bit better to maybe have a Pac-12 type, and this isn't a knock on the Pac-12, but a smaller tournament that doesn't have this level for your guys, or do you think it's better for them to go through this kind of grind here?
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, you're talking about the Big 12. I mean, this is going to be all session tickets are already sold out. We're going to blow through the Big 12 seating capacity records, all the records that they've had in the past. We're going to blow that away here in this Big 12. So you're going to have a really loud environment, which will simulate the NCAA tournament. I think you just, whether you have a 6-man tournament, 14-man tournament, it doesn't matter. You get ready to do what you need to do to win a national championship. So you just plan for that. You build it into the training plan. You build it into your competition plan. However, I just think for us right now, this is exactly what we need to be tournament ready at the NCAA tournament. However, as you know, we're not focused on that. We're focused on the Big 12, Saturday and Sunday.
So if you could put and I know this is hard to do for any coach, but if you could put a pin in what you see as a successful weekend this weekend, what would you kind of say that is?
Well, I mean, certainly a successful tournament's 10 conference champions, you know. Realistically, though, qualifying as many as we can to the NCAA tournament, right? Coming away with some champions, coming away with stealing some allocations, right? Getting some upsets, increasing our seed at the NCAA tournament, you know, things like that are markers that we gauge. Score a lot of points, most of all.
So, if you kind of wrapped up, you know, your first season in the Big 12 and all these changes and all this, what would you say this environment, or not necessarily, but all this stuff that's happened, and ultimately where you guys have landed in the Big 12 and where this is this better for Arizona State wrestling?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and my only hesitation was I was just thinking about how to answer that. You've got a ton of change, right? You've got 30-man rosters next year. You got the potential to have 30 scholarships. You have certainly what's supposed to be now fair market value NIL starting next year. All of those things, you know, it's like anything. If you adjust to the rules and you have a great game plan and strategy, you're going to win based on the new rules. So what you have to do is create your program success based on the assets you have and what makes you good. I can tell you right now, Arizona State is going big on scholarship. So we're super excited about the increased commitment from our president. He's going to make some noise when our announcements come out soon, where they talk about what athletics is going to do, ASU athletics is going to do heading into next year as these roster caps and salary roster caps and scholarship increases and what they do for sports. ASU is going to be a big winner in that category. So I'm excited about where we head moving forward in the new rules.
All right, Coach, I'll leave it at that, but I appreciate your time. I'll let you get back to you guys, but good luck this week.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.